guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. You are watching another weekly Insight episode brought to you by KVN, which stands for Kingdom Visionaries Network, which is really about connecting all the visionaries in the kingdom of God across all sectors. So guys, I hope you enjoying the weekly insights, or I hope they are helping. If that's the case, please let me know how this is helping you in the comment section below. And don't forget, we have the email version of the content. If you'd like us to send you an email, be sure that you are subscribed to the mailing list and you will surely have this delivered into your inbox. Okay, so introducing today's topic, we're gonna talk about preparation time. It's funny how I came up with this topic today. I was thinking about how I have been preparing for the weekly insights segment, and I was just laughing because a thought came to my mind to say, is this your planning to this detail? The whole production, the budget, and so forth. You know why? Because I used to not plan at all. I have no doubt that God has given me a gift. I have talents that God has given me. But then my point is, in order for God to trust me with more, I need to be faithful in the first step of execution, and that is the process of refinement, and that involves preparation time. So, for example, those who are called in entrepreneurship will tell you that you do not just start by making money, but you start by first building a portfolio, trust for the customers, your integrity for your business, and so forth. And when you master that, more people will come, and the more people come, the more money comes. Okay, and those who are in corporate as well will tell you the same thing. You do not start by being the CEO or the head of a department, but you start by being a trainee, to an intern, to a junior, to intermediate, senior, or management level, and then you can get to a point where you head the whole department. You will notice that there's some level of preparation or efforts that needs to take place in order for you to be promoted. So, which brings me to today's topic, and that is preparation time. So guys, this is how God will promote you or elevate you to the next level. I spoke about different phases in the previous episode, but it was just in the little phases that actually get you to be launched. But the thing is, there's an audience for your purpose, or for the work that God has called you to do. And in order for you to be trusted with even bigger audience, you need to be faithful where you are right now. Right, just to share a little testimony with you, you know that I'm passionate about public speaking, right? And I used to not really prepare, guys. Like, for example, I would get, especially, I think I really started doing speaking engagements a lot and taking it seriously this year. And I was mostly invited by small organizations or just individuals, and I would prepare the night before, or I would prepare on the week of the event, and I realized that, man, I keep being on the same cycle, or I'm not as fulfilled as I should have been. Or I look at the work and I'm like, if I prepared on time, I was gonna be better than what I did. The outcome of my work was going to actually have even a bigger impact, meaning I could see the potential to do better, but then I could also see the gap, and that is a lack of preparation. So you might be asking yourself, how can I prepare? Because I do not have the clients or the platform or the opportunities, for you to prepare. I've come to learn through my journey that you can prepare by being intentional about obtaining knowledge. For example, you do not wait for an invite. You don't wait. In my public speaking journey, I have decided to Stop waiting for an invite and only prepare when there's an invite. Stop waiting for that client or that proposal to be approved in order for you to start preparing. I'll give an example with the speaking engagement, because that is my journey. So the first step that you need to take in preparation is knowing exactly what it will take you for you to master your craft. It could be in entrepreneurship, it could be in your work, in corporate. Maybe you are believing God for a promotion. It's not gonna come if you're not being faithful, specifically pertaining to preparation. So you need to do something. We are responsible for putting in effort in order for us to be promoted. Coming back to public speaking, I know exactly what it requires for me to be a good speaker. It requires lots of practice. It also requires some knowledge. I need to be knowledgeable. I cannot go on stage and start speaking about things that I do not know, especially if God has revealed a message that you need to speak about. Because I think I said it in one of my videos, that we might be 5 public speakers in the kingdom, but each one of us will have a message. Some will have a message about healing, some will have a message about execution like I am, and some will have like a message about identity. Some will have, there's always going to be a message that you're passionate about. So how you prepare is you gather the tools, the books, the podcast, the research that you need in order for you to be knowledgeable. Some, maybe God is calling into wellness. You need to know each and every single thing that is related to wellness. So how you prepare is you start obtaining knowledge and be so intentional. Like, for example, I said one day in a week to say, on this day, from this time to this time, is about obtaining knowledge. Not because I'm booked for a gig, but because I just want to know. And that is how you prepare. You can prepare by saving in a local church, like I said in the first episode. For some people, you do not know that the local church is actually preparing you to lead even more than what your local church has. You might be speaking to 5 people, 10 people, or just a less than 100 members of a church. Kante, God is preparing you to speak to people who are going to come and fill up stadiums. But it has to start there. And you might prepare by putting your work, your skills, your gifts, and talents out there. For some, maybe you do not necessarily have the opportunities where you are, but you can use the social media pages to start saving, to start reaching out to people. If maybe you are gifted in music, start sharing that gift with the world. Start recording yourself, put yourself out there. You never know, someone might identify you, and actually someone whose God has made to open a certain door for you might identify you, but they will not see you, they will not find you if you are not preparing for anything, if you are not practicing, and if you are not doing anything, right? I'll give an example with my testimony again. I have been invited to speak at the IIBA on the 31st of October, and the event is taking place in Cape Town. So guys, if you know IIBA, it stands for International Institute of Business Analysts. I am a business analyst by profession, and I feel like it's also some sort of a calling because I really enjoy it so much. So earlier this year, I decided to start helping graduates, right? I started helping them and teaching them about how to become a business analyst, and I put it out there on LinkedIn as well. Sometimes when the program ended, I decided to start sharing on LinkedIn because I had a lot of people DMing me in LinkedIn, hey, can you be my mentor? Hey, I'd like to be a business analyst. So I decided, you know what, I'm gonna start this thing, hashtag called Be a Corner, and I'm gonna start sharing insights there. And guess guess what? I would get less than 20 likes. But it didn't take many likes or following or comments or engagement for me to get recognized by this institution. It took just my work, just me sharing, and just me being consistent in putting my gift out there for them to recognize me. And I got a DM actually to say, hey, you seem to be so passionate about business analysis. Can you respond to the call for speakers for the BA Summit 2023? And when I went through it, I realized that, hey, I'll be speaking to over 3,000 people. And I looked at people that I will be sitting with, people that I'm going to be sharing stages with. They're holding MBAs, they're holding PhDs, they're holding, and I'm there. I'm like, it's definitely preparation time. So guys, I even shared it on my socials. I remember to say, please keep posting, keep putting your gift out there, keep sharing it with the world, from your heart, not because you're trying to get something. By doing so, your gift will be refined. You'll realize that the more I actually share with the world, the more it becomes better and better. If you watch my first video that I uploaded on YouTube, the confidence and I think even the way I speak is much better compared to this one that I am uploading today. Because also I got to learn that YouTube has become my preparation ground in order for me to be able to do this speaking engagements. I'm more confident even at work. I remember in my first job, I knew my work, I was well trained, but I just didn't know how to articulate myself. I didn't have the confidence. People would easily take credit for the work that I did simply because I just couldn't stand up for myself in those bedrooms. But when I started a channel and I started sharing with you guys my gift, because the thing is, the gift is there, it just requires refinement. And the more I did this, the more I gained confidence. And now in a workplace, in the marketplace, I'm able to stand. Now I'm able to do speaking engagement. And as I'm filming this video and as I'm sharing with you guys this week as insights, I will be speaking. I'm one of the speakers for the IIBA. So guys, that is exactly how it works in your work of executing your craft. If you want to move to the next level, you're gonna need to master preparation time. Never stop reading. Never stop gaining knowledge. Never stop putting your gifts or your talents or your skills out there. Never stop sharing them with the world, and never stop saving. The word of God always has something to say to these things. So I'm going to share with you a word in the book of Luke chapter 16 verse 10. And this is Jesus. He says, it says, whoever can be trusted with very little can also be trusted with much. And whoever is dishonest with very little will also be dishonest with much. It's almost like you need to prove it to God that I can take care of this that you've given me, and then He will open up bigger doors for you. So guys, I hope you enjoyed the third episode. I'm enjoying sharing these insights with you. If you did, give me a thumbs up, comment below, let me know how this is helping you in your craft or in the work that you think God has called you to do. And don't forget, if you'd like to receive an email of this very podcast or video, please do subscribe to my mailing list and you will definitely get it. Thank you guys for watching. I will see you in the next episode.